Ethan Walker pushed open the glass door of Silver Maple Diner, a small roadside place in a quiet American town. It was late evening, the sky fading orange. Ethan had driven for hours after a long business meeting, tired and hungry, but something about the warm lights of the diner made him stop. The place was nearly empty. A couple whispered in a corner booth, an elderly man read a newspaper, and the soft hum of jazz played from an old speaker. Ethan took a seat by the window. A waitress approached, young, maybe 22, with soft brown hair tied in a ponytail. Her smile looked forced, and her eyes, tired, puffy, as if she'd been crying. "Good evening," she said quietly. "What can I get you?" Ethan glanced at her name tag. Lily. "Just a coffee to start," he replied. "And, are you okay?" The question caught her off guard. She blinked fast, and looked away. "I'm fine," she whispered, though her trembling voice said otherwise. "Coffee will be right up." She hurried to the counter, wiping her eyes when she thought no one was looking. Ethan watched silently. He had seen people hide their pain before, but the way she clutched the order pad, the way her shoulders shook, something was wrong. When she returned with the coffee, he gently asked again, "Lily, you sure you're okay?" She offered a fragile smile. "Just a long day." But when Ethan looked at her empty uniform pockets and noticed she wasn't wearing a proper coat, despite the cold draft from the door, he had a feeling a long day wasn't the whole truth. Trying not to pry, he ordered dinner, burger, fries, and a slice of pie. As she walked away, Ethan saw her glance at the clock. A look of panic crossed her face. Minutes later, she delivered his food. Still distracted. "You can sit if you want," Ethan offered kindly. "It's quiet tonight. Manager doesn't allow it." But the truth was visible. She looked like she wanted to talk, but didn't know how. When she walked to another table, Ethan overheard someone call out rudely, "Hey waitress, I asked for ketchup 10 minutes ago." I'm sorry sir, I'll get it right away," she stuttered. The man rolled his eyes. Useless. Her shoulders dropped. She fetched the bottle, still apologizing, though she had done nothing wrong. Ethan felt a knot twist in his stomach. She didn't deserve that. When she returned with his bill, she placed it on the table with trembling hands. "That'll be $14.80, she said softly. Ethan looked up at her. She looked cold and empty. "Did you eat anything today?" She hesitated, then gave a tiny laugh. Waitresses aren't allowed to eat while working. He knew deflection when he heard it. "You hungry?" he asked. Her smile vanished instantly. She lowered her eyes. "No, I'm okay." But her shaky voice gave away the truth. That's when Ethan made a decision. "Can you please pack another meal? Same as this. And add a bowl of soup. And a slice of pie." She blinked. "Do you want all that to go?" "No," Ethan said gently. "It's for you." She froze. Her lips parted, but no words came out. A few seconds later, tears filled her eyes. "Sir, I can't accept that. I could get fired." "Then ring it up under my order," Ethan said calmly. "I'll pay for it. You just take it." Her chin trembled as she nodded quickly and hurried away, this time crying openly. When she returned, she placed a small brown paper bag on the table. "Thank you," she whispered. "Really, you don't know how much this means." Ethan didn't push her. He simply smiled and left a $50 tip under the coffee cup. But when he stood up to leave, Lily suddenly spoke. "Wait. Can I tell you something?" He nodded and sat back down. She took a shaky breath. "My mom passed away 6 months ago. My little brother is only 8. I'm taking care of him alone. I work double shifts, 7 days a week. Rent is late, and my boss cut my hours last week. I haven't eaten a real meal in 2 days because I need to make sure my brother has enough." Ethan's heart sank. She continued, voice breaking. "I didn't know what to do tonight. Our electricity got shut off. And I I don't have enough to turn it back on. She covered her mouth and sobbed. Ethan felt a lump rise in his throat. He had come here for dinner, but fate had led him to someone who desperately needed help. Lily. I'm really sorry you're going through this. He paused. Do you have your electric bill with you? She looked confused but nodded. She pulled out a folded slip of paper from her apron. Ethan glanced at it. $236.14. Without hesitation, he took out his phone, opened his banking app, and paid it instantly through the utility company website. She watched, shocked, as the confirmation message appeared on his screen. Why would you do that? She whispered. Because you deserve kindness, Ethan replied gently. And your brother deserves lights and warmth. She cried harder, silent, grateful tears. Thank you so much. I don't even know your name. Ethan. She hugged him, shaking in his arms. He hugged her back carefully. When he finally left the diner, he thought that was the end of it. He was wrong. 3 weeks later, Ethan returned to the Silver Maple Diner. This time, the place was lively. Customers chatted, and the energy was bright. Lily saw him immediately, and ran to him, smiling bigger than he had ever seen. Ethan. He stood up surprised. She handed him a printed letter. I wanted to show you this. He opened it. It was a scholarship acceptance letter from a local community college. I saved every tip, and with your help, I managed to register for night classes. Her eyes sparkled. I'm studying nursing now. I start next month. Ethan felt a warmth spread in his chest. And, she added shyly, I also moved into a better apartment. My brother has his own bed now. That's incredible, Lily, he said softly. You earned it. She shook her head. No, you helped me believe I could. Then she said the words that left him speechless. You didn't just feed a hungry waitress that night. You changed our entire future. Ethan swallowed hard. He didn't know what to say. But Lily didn't need words. She hugged him again, this time not in desperation, but in gratitude. The diner buzzed around them, warm and alive. As he left that evening, Lily waved at him cheerfully, and Ethan walked out with a heart fuller than he'd ever known.